Morning, guys. It's the Intuitive Designer 333. I know I've been MIA for a minute, but a lot's been going on. So let me begin by saying, I hope everyone's well. And, like I said, there's a lot going on. So, as far as, throughout the journey, challenges are going to be there at all times in all different shapes, forms, and fashion. So, how are you guys coping with that? And I'm going to tell you what I've been doing. I've been in a lot of meditation, introspective, looking into myself, and basically making choices of what I need to clear out and what I need to keep in my life. And if you're on your journey and you find at times that, things are not really going as, you really want them to, and, you know, you want to kind of like just really look at yourself and say, okay, what are really my wants and what are my needs? Like, what do I need to really have in my life? And is this gonna, how is this gonna serve me in my journey and my future? And if those things don't add up, that's when, I suggest that, you go into that hermit mode and really look at yourself and say, where are you headed with this? What are your goals? What are you really trying to accomplish with this journey that you're on? Because like I said, everybody's not going to understand, you know, this part of your life that you're taking on, that you're embarking on. So, everybody's not going to be a part of it. So sometimes, like with me personally, I met up with some challenges. I had to make some really tough choices in the last, you know, week or so. And, I had to look at myself and say, okay, yeah, this is not actually what I want to do right now. I feel that I need to stand up for myself, and that's why I, made the choices that I made. And when you're making these type of choices, like life changing, life altering, that make you second guess, like as far as your belief system and the challenges that you're going to go through, and what you really want to achieve ultimately, and not look like like a phony, and not being authentic to yourself. Sometimes those choices don't align. People think that you stay on that path, and you're on that righteous path of doing what you're supposed to be doing, and sometimes they don't align with what your real beliefs are, and that's not being unauthentic, like if that's even a word. But anyway, it's not being non-genuine and not real. If a choice that you have to make doesn't resonate with you, with what your life purpose is, what your journey, what's part of your journey, that just means that that's what the universe has in store for you. You don't know what's coming up ahead, why you have to make this choice that's probably some at times not in line with what your beliefs are. And I had to make this type of a choice, in my personal life, and really had to look at myself and say, okay, what is important in my life? What do I really need to, move forward, and really be able to look at myself in the mirror and say, okay, is this who you are? Are you going to come out and, not be authentic and not have things that in your life that don't resonate with you? Well, guess what? Yes, it happens at times where, you have to make these choices that don't resonate with what your belief system is and what you have planned in your life to grow and be a more genuine person and reach your higher self. And I believe these choices are, you know, given to you because of the fact that you have to stand up. You have to make a choice in life. There's always choices. It's not, like I said, always going to align with what your purpose is, really resonates with your belief system. But these choices have to be made. You can't remain stagnant and in the same place. So I feel whatever that choice, if that choice comes up that is something that may not resonate with who you are right now and what resonate with you, that doesn't mean you're phony, or you're not being genuine and you're not authentic. It means that you had to make the best choice for yourself, for what your life needs at this time. What, you know, basically what, is something that is part of your path, your personal path that you have to take. So, like I said, a lot of times people are not aligned with as far as their journey goes. That's why, sometimes, you get your manifestations, you get, things that, that are challenging for you, because everybody's not on the same path. I may reach my goals at a different time than you do. So that's why I say, when you are met up with these challenges and you're looking and you go, wow, this person was able to make this choice so easily. Well, maybe the circumstances in which this person is able to make this choice is not the same as yours. So you have to, even though you are on the same path and you want to reach your greater good, doesn't take away from what, just because you had to make the opposite choice that may not be the most popular choice, just because you had to make that choice doesn't lessen the value of, what you're moving towards, which is your greater good, and what, you consider to be your authentic self. So that's what one of the things that I found challenging, why I've been a little MIA. And I wanted to come back and really, talk about things that really resonate and are true to who I am and what my beliefs are, and what I feel like maybe a challenge for other people at this time, because there's so many things that are, they tell you are not of your control, but you can control it. You do have the control, even though they're trying to take away your freedoms and your rights. And what you do have control is where you go with this, and the choices that you make, the timing in which you make your choices. So, and also, another challenge I was met with was, what I think, personally, as far as my beliefs in what relationships should look like. And there's nothing wrong if, you meet someone and those things don't align. Please don't waste the time and try to, align them, because it's never going to work. You know, People think that, it's easy to walk this path of, trying to, be a genuine person, an authentic person, and live in your purpose, but it's really not easy, because a lot of times, you meet people that, think they're aligned with you, and it doesn't work out that way, or maybe it's just for a time, and that person was put in your life for a lesson, to see if you learned your karmic lesson, you know, and that's okay too. A lot people just don't understand that, these are everyday challenges that, when you're on this path to your greater good, to living, for a more genuine and authentic and a purposeful life, you know, choices that have to be made on a regular basis on how you take this journey, the timing in which you do so. So those are just some things I'd like you guys to keep in mind, that you're not alone out here. Like, even though I've done a lot of work with myself, I'm going to be quite honest with you. And I thought, a lot of things I was past them, and I'm like, this is nothing but easy choice to make. Like, if this person is not aligned to me, but I had to slow down a little bit and say, okay, why is this person not aligned with me? Is it because of what I am choosing to, you know, feel that that resonates in my life, or I'm dealing with them because of just a want? So, these are things that come up, like I said. So just be mindful, and be mindful of, how you separate yourself from, these types of challenges that come up, whether it be in the workplace or, personal relationships, friendships, love relationships. Just be mindful of that, because and try to keep the judgment part of it out, because that's all part of the ego. And you want to come from a real genuine place when you make these decisions. And and even if you are choosing yourself at this time, and choose who's going to be part of that journey, you shouldn't let the ego, take part in that. You should just deal in from humility and thoughtfulness, and empathically how people may feel. Be more empathetic on how, people feel when, these choices are made. So just be mindful, guys. So think about the wants and the needs at this time. And like I said, just because they don't align with what resonates with your belief system doesn't mean, you're not being genuine. All right? Take care. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, the Intuitive Designer 333. Oh, and oh yes, and I'll be offering candle charge candles for this month of November and throughout, and also oils and baths. Hit me up on my email, the Intuitive Designer 333 at gmail.com, if you want to put in, an order. And just, be yourself and be happy with that person. Okay? Good luck, guys.